right, let's get started. Finding a comfortable seat. Just taking a minute to wiggle around and getting into your spot. I always like to just kind of move my hips, move my shoulders, just shake out any weird little things, and then close your eyes, sit up tall. Feel yourself connecting to the ground and lifting up towards the sky all together, all at once. And you can have your legs just comfortably crossed or stretched out, whatever feels good this morning. And starting with your mind's eye at the top of your head, let's just do a quick scan through your body, just noticing how things are feeling for you this morning. If there's anywhere that's a little, let's say, how do I put this? Less than 100% perfect. If you have any kind of aches or pains, things that are a little tweaky for you, as you scroll down with your mind's eye and you come upon those places, think about just sending them a little love. Think about, as we go through practice today, just being a little kinder to your body and giving it some good juju so that it can heal and get better. If I've learned anything from the past couple of years where I've been going to the gym and lifting weights, you have to give your body time to heal if something goes a little off. And it's a learning process because you have to step back a bit, you have to readjust, you have to evaluate what's happening, and then you have to come up with ways of healing. So it's full circle. So as you get down around your torso, think about your abdomen, your spine, your lungs, your heart, everything that keeps you going every day, all those internal organs. And then working your way down towards your hips and your legs, your knees, down to the lower legs, ankles, calves, shins, and then finally down to the toes and arches of your feet and everywhere in between. Now let's take 3 rounds of breath, breathing in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Breathing in and letting go. Filling up and release. And now just letting your breath pattern find an even inhale, even exhale, trying to keep both of them about the same length. And as you do this, just kind of notice as you inhale, how many counts does it take to get to the top of that inhale? And then as you exhale, how many counts to get back out? And maybe try to even that out. So if you breathe in for a count of 3, then let out for a count of 3. And just move through that breath pattern a few times. My quote today is by Rumi. He says, as you start to walk on the way appears. So as you're breathing, that even inhale, even exhale, you've jumped on the way, and that breath pattern appears for you. You figure out what the right amount of inhale is and what the right amount of exhale. Let's just spend another minute here focusing on the breath, watching it flow. Letting our day begin with a little peaceful breathing. And then on your next inhale, let your chin rise up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop back down. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly open them as you lift the chin up. And then exhale, come back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. And then back up to neutral position. Turn your head to one side, just moving the head. Keep the body still. And then back to center and over to the other side. Back to center. Take it to the side. Back to center. Take it to the side. Just flowing back and forth here. Noticing how that feels in your neck area, down into your shoulders. And this time when you turn to the side, just hold it there for a minute. See if you can turn just a little bit further, really stretching out your side neck muscles. And then bring it back to center, over to the other side. Just hold it there, breathing. And then back to center again. All right, let's go over onto the mat, and you're going to get into a laying position to start with. Just get my mic set up there. All right. Going down onto your back. We're just going to bring in one knee, tuck it in, straighten out the other, and then straighten the other. You're just going to flip back and forth, bringing in one leg, really hugging it into your belly, and then switch over other side. You can exhale as you bring that knee in. And now lift your head up, and we're just going to speed it up a little. Bring the knee in and switch, other side, switch, other side, switch, bring it in, switch, switch, switch. Good. And now drop your feet to the floor, have your knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees fall out to the side. And then you're going to bring your hands up and reach them in towards the center, just pointing your fingers away from you, head and shoulders up off the ground. And then drop it back down. Now take it to the right and drop it down. Take it center, drop it down, take it left, drop it down, bring it center and back, take it right and back, center and back, left and back. Let's do one more round. Center, back, right, back, center, back, left, back, center, and down. Good. Pick those knees up, bring them together. Separate your feet so they're about as wide as the mat. Put your arms into a goalpost position and just let your knees swish side to side. Taking some breaths here. Good. And then bring those knees back up again. Slide your hands underneath you and come back up into a seated position. Have your legs long, feet are flexed, hands are at your side. Bring those arms up overhead And then slowly exhale, fold it forward. Just place your hands to wherever you can get them and slowly let your nose drop down towards your knee. You're probably a little stiff in the hips as we get going this morning, so just a gentle fold, nothing crazy. And then slowly bring it back up. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg, left hand behind you. Take a twist and looking back. Keep your feet flexed. Spread out your toes. Bring your chin back towards that back shoulder and turn your eyes to the left. Breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Bring it back to center. Left hand to the outside of your right leg, right hand behind you, and twisting. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Bring it back to center. Bring your right leg in, cross it over your left, and just wrap your arms around that leg, tucking it in, sitting nice and tall, flexing your left foot. Breathe. Good. And then release that side. Bring the other side in, crossing the leg over, wrap the arms around, give yourself a hug. Flex your right foot, spread out the toes. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Release that leg. Let's roll on over to all fours, coming into tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders. Take a minute, spread out your fingers. Make sure that the crease on your wrist is in line with the front of your mat. So when I do that, my fingers are pointing sort of diagonally out a little bit. And you want your hands to be pressing firmly down right underneath your shoulders. Make your shoulder blades broad. Your knees are under your hips and the tops of the feet are on the floor. And now drop your head round your back, tuck your tailbone, lift, pull the belly in, and then release and lift and look up. And just start rolling back and forth here a few times, doing cat and cow. Inhale as you look up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And now bringing it back to center, let's curl the toes under and have your hands still underneath your shoulders. You're going to lift those knees up just a little bit off the ground. Let them hover, nice strong core. And we're going to breathe here for 3. Drop those knees down. And now straighten out your right leg. Push out through that heel. Nice long right leg here. Stretching out the calf. Breathing. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Release. Bring that knee back in. Take the left side out. Toes on the floor. Push that heel back and breathe. And then bring it back in again. Let's curl those toes under, press and lift, bring it up to downward facing dog. And just holding this for a minute, start walking out your feet. So bending one knee, then the other. Doing a walking downward dog. And then let both heels drop towards the floor and then lift the heels way up. Drop them down and lift them up. Drop them down and lift them up. Take it down and lift. Take it down and lift. Down and lift. Good. Drop those heels down. And now separate your feet so that they're about as wide as the mat and your heels are pushing down towards the floor, wide-legged downward dog. And shake your head a couple times. No. and then shake it, yes. And then begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. And let's slowly roll it up to standing, letting your head be the last to come up, coming up towards the back of your mat here in Tadasana. Just taking a minute to find your place on the floor. Let's roll from our toes to heels a couple times, back and forth. And then just bring your hands down to your side, letting your fingers drop towards the floor, standing tall through your legs, through your hips, through your spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling. Think about creating space through your spine as you lift up and ground down all at the same time. And then bringing your hands together, Anjali Mudra, to your heart. Close your eyes and think about what you want your intention for today to be. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins. Lift and look up. Exhale, release. Spread the arms. Bring it all the way up and over. And exhale back to your heart. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back to your heart. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins up. Exhale, release. Walk those hands out and bring it into plank position. You may need to adjust your feet here. And let's drop the left knee down, straighten out the right leg, put the inside of your foot onto the floor, and then we're going to come up into a kneeling side angle pose. If you want that bent knee, you can slide that foot out for a little bit of support, like a kickstand. And breathe here. See if you can slowly turn your eyes, look up towards that hand overhead, and breathe. And now finding your balance on that lower knee and hands, see if you can pick up the right foot, flex that foot, push out through your heel. Just doing a little balance here, breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Drop the top foot, drop the hand, come back into tabletop position. Just take a minute, readjust everything. And if you want, you can turn that right foot out before we get going, like a kickstand. And then you're going to extend your right foot, put the inside of the right foot to the floor, raise that left arm up, and slowly turn your eyes, trying to look up and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And now slowly lift the left leg up, foot is flexed, push out through the heel, and breathing. Drop that foot down, bring that left hand down, roll back over into tabletop position. Let's open up the knees wide, big toes touching, sitting back towards your heels. Go ahead and put your elbows onto the floor with your palms lifted, and you can just let your chin rest in your hands. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop hands back to the floor. Roll back up into seated position. And now you're going to walk the hands around to the right so that you're sort of facing over top of your right leg. And then bring those hands out and take a nice stretch. You're going to fold your body down over that right leg. Let your head release. and breathe. And then slowly back up, bring it back to center for a minute, and then over to the left side. So you're just shifting your upper body over to the left, and then walk both hands out, stretch them out nice and long, and let your head drop. Breathe, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, bring it back up. Coming back into center, slide those hands back out, and let's walk the knees back in, coming back to tabletop position. Curl the toes under, press and lift, bring it up to downward dog. Inhale forward, come into plank. Exhale, lower your hips. Inhale, lift and look up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward, exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Bring it up and down and up and back. Let's do two more. Bring it forward and down and up and back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good job. Walk your hands back to your feet. And then slowly drawing a line up your legs, coming up, lower back, middle back, shoulders, and head. And now let's find our way up to the top of the mat, coming into Tadasana up here. And just take a minute, come into your mountain pose. Let your hands be at your side. You can just shake out your hands a little. Let your shoulders drop, straighten your spine. Let your feet be rooted down as your head reaches up. And then bring your hands together at your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale fold, hands to shins lift. Exhale release. Spread the arms, bring it all the way up and over, and exhale back to the heart. Take it down, lift it up, take it back, lift it up. Hold and lift. Exhale. Now inhale all the way up and exhale to your heart. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale fold, hands to shins up. Exhale release. Now bring your hands to the outside of your feet. Let's bring that left foot back and then right foot back, coming into plank. Drop your knees, exhale down, inhale cobra, exhale release. Push and lift, bring it up to downward dog. Take 3 breaths here. Now look towards your hands, bring your left foot forward, plant the back foot, coming up, front toes and hips facing forward, and then dropping down to find the lunge. Once you're settled here, let those arms rise up overhead and find warrior one pose. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Drop those arms down, shoulder height. Bring the left arm forward, right arm back, coming into warrior two. Maybe you can sink a little deeper into your lunge here and breathe. Now bend your elbow, bring it to that front knee. And now we're going to swing this right arm around. We're going to make some big circles with the arm. And as you start doing this, let your eyes follow your fingertips. So you're looking back, down, front, up, back, down, front, up. And just keep moving through this. Couple more rounds. Breathing. And then when your hand is down next, drop your right hand down, drop your left hand down, coming into a lunge, and then bring that left foot back into plank. Drop your knees, exhale down. Press and lift, come up for cobra. Exhale, bring it back down. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Curl your toes under, press and lift, and bring it up to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Now look towards your hands. Bring your right foot forward this time and come all the way up, taking your time to get settled. Have your front knee over your heel when you finally land into your lunge pose, and then let those arms rise up overhead. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring your arms down, right arm forward, left arm back. Warrior 2, 3 breaths. Bend that right elbow, bring it to the knee, and then we're going to start the circles with the arms. With the left arm, just making some great big circles, and then eventually letting your eyes follow your fingers as you do this. You can slow it down and just carefully let your eyes follow along, bringing it up, back, down, and forward. Up, back, down, and forward. Just a couple more. You've got this. Nice work. One more time. And then when your hand is down, drop that hand, drop the other hand, and bring your right foot back into plank. Drop knees, exhale down. Inhale, lift cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more. Bring it up and down. Bring it up and down. Now curl your toes under, press and lift. Bring it up to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And now walk your hands back towards your feet and slowly roll up to standing. Just taking a minute here. Shake out your legs, shake out your hands at the back of your mat, finding Tadasana. And then you're going to have your hands on your hips. And we're just going to do some lunges forward. So bring your left foot forward, drop that right knee down, bring it up, and come back. Right foot forward, oops, drop that knee down, pick it up, and come back up. So just start real slow and just get the pattern going. Right foot out, left knee down, straighten it up, right foot back. Left foot down, up, back. Right foot down, up, back. And now have your hands at your side, and we're going to go left foot down, up, and back. Right foot down, up, and back. And now bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Left foot down, up, and back. Right foot down, up, and back. Couple more. Breathing through this. All right, bring it back here. And now you can let your hands come down to your side and just shake it out. And now you're going to bring the right foot out and have that back heel lifted so the toes are on the floor and your hands are at your side. And now as we drop the knee, we're going to lift the arms up overhead. So knee down, arms up, and then straighten it out. Bring it up and release. So the right knee is bending, the left knee is dropping, and your arms are floating up and down. Breathing. And then straighten those legs. Bring the left foot forward and then scoot yourself back to the back of the mat again, shaking everything out. And then we're going to switch sides. So the left foot comes forward, right foot stays behind you. Pick that heel up off the ground so just the toes are on the floor. Have your hands at your side, and we're going to drop down and lift up. Drop down and lift up. Drop it down, lift it up. Drop it down. Now bring the arms up and down. Bring it up and down. Lift it up and release. Bring it up and down. Let's do 3 more. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Bring it up and step that right foot forward and shake everything out. And just start walking, lifting up your knees, swinging your arms, shaking it out. And now bring your elbows so that they're bent. And when you bring your hand back, just bring it to about your hip. You don't want to do this. You just want it to be about a halfway back and forth. Just getting that blood flowing this morning. Take some deep breaths. And then slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Step your feet wide, and we're going to have a little bit of bend in our knees here. And you're just going to let your arms swing back and forth. And as you do this, your hands just tap your side. And on the twist, you let out a little puff of air. And then just let it slow down a bit. Coming back to stillness, back to center. Heel toe your feet in so that you're back into a standing position. And if you we'll do a little bit of balance here. So if you feel like you need a chair or something nearby that you can hang on to, reposition yourself. Otherwise, just have your feet about hip distance apart. Shift weight over onto your right foot and find that focal point for your eyes. And now see if you can bring that left knee in, cup your hands on the knee, flex your foot and hold. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Let that side go, just shake it out. And then coming back to stillness, shift weight to your left foot, find your focal point, and then bring the right knee up, tucking it in, flexing the foot, spreading the toes, breathing. Good, and then drop that foot down and shake it out. All right, we're gonna separate the feet a little bit, wider than hip distance apart. Just have your hands on your hips here, and then bend your knees coming down into this squat position. Now you can slide your hands down to just above your knees here, and we're gonna drop one shoulder and look left, come back up, and then switch it over. Lift it up and drop. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it going. And then bring it up. Straighten those legs. Heel toe your feet back together and just shake out your hands and shake out your feet. All right, so now we're going to shift weight over onto the left side and slowly try to bend that right knee. See if you can grab hold of your foot with your hand. Bring the left arm up overhead and just hold it here for a moment. Get nice and steady. And if and when you're ready, move into dancer pose, pressing the foot into the hand and bringing your upper body forward. And then bring it back up and release and come back down. And now weight shifts over onto the right foot. Find a focal point. Bend your left knee. Grab that foot with your hand. Right hand up. Take a breath here. And if and when you're ready, bring it down. So upper body comes forward and your foot and hands lift up behind you. And then back up and release and come back down. Separate those feet wide. And now we're going to come over into a side lunge on your left side. Hands can be on top of that leg and just holding it here for a minute and then straighten it up and take it over to the other side. Breathing. Good. And then bring it back to center. And now you're going to drop your hands down to the left side, come down into a deep squat, bend that knee, and then you're going to straighten your right leg and turn the toes up towards the ceiling. So I have my left heel up off the floor. I'm just on my toes here. Deep stretch, deep lunge. Breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Straighten it back up. Come back up into a wide stance. And then you're going to have both of your hands slide down onto the right side and come into a deep lunge over on this side, lifting that heel on the right foot, and then straightening your left leg and turning those toes up. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Straighten that back up. Come all the way back up. And then let's bring our arms out to the side, coming into a 5-pointed star. Turn the palms up and down. Palms up and down. Palms up and down. And now bringing your hands back around, interlace those fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and reach the hands down towards the floor as you lift your eyes, look up. Heart is open, shoulder blades squeezing together. On your exhale, hinge at the hips and let your head go down as your hands go up. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slowly roll it up. Coming back up to standing, release those hands and just do some big circles with your arms in one direction. And then pause it and reverse, take it the other way. Good, good, good. And now drop your hands down to the floor. Legs are wide, hands on the floor. And we're going to swing that right hand up, and then we're going to dive it over and try to touch our left foot. And then we're going to inhale, bring it up, and exhale, take it over. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time we bring it up and then we drop it over and let it stay there on that opposite side. And you're just going to hold the twist, breathing. And then swing that right arm up towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold it here. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Drop the right hand down to the floor. Have both thumbs right side by side with one another. And now we're going to swing that left hand up to the ceiling, drop it down, and try and touch your right foot. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Bring it up and down. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Keep it going. A couple more. Keep the breath moving. Now lift it up and lower it down. Hold it here. Hold the twist. Breathe. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Release. Now reach it straight up towards the ceiling. Turn your eyes and look up and hold. Breathing. And then drop that hand down. Get steady on your feet here. And then we're going to bring our hands to our hips and slowly roll it up, letting your head come up last. Step your left foot in, step your right foot in, coming back into standing. And let's do some big circles backwards with our arms as you walk your feet out. Nice work. And now reverse, bring it forward. Some great big circles, really feeling that ball and socket joint in your arms and shoulders, moving to its maximum capacity. And then bring it into stillness. Step your feet a little bit apart, about hip distance apart. You're going to cross right arm under left and then stack those elbows. Bring your hands onto your shoulders. We're going to lift the elbows way up and then exhale, fold and drop it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop back down. Lift it up, lower down. Keep it going, moving with the breath. We're going to do 3 more. Lift it up and take it down. Really try to get those elbows to go up as high as they can and then drop down as low. Tucking them in towards your belly as you fold down. Lift it up and lower down. And then come back up to center. Release those hands and drop them down. Just shake out your shoulders a little bit. Just gently slide your hands down your side. Breathing. You guys are doing so good. Got up to do yoga this morning. I'm so proud of you. Taking care of yourselves. Doing a little mindful work. Doing some stretching. Getting our body ready for the day. Come back to center. Arms out. This time left under right. Hands, elbows stacking, grab those shoulders, lift it up and lower down. Lift it up and lower down. Keep it going. Three more. Bring it up and down. Bring it up and down. Bring it up and down. And then bring it up. Release those hands. And now have your fingers pointing out to the side. We're just going to do little circles in one direction. Just feeling those arms circulating around. And now reverse it, little circle the other way. Taking some breaths. Breathe. And then slowly let your hands come down. Interlace your fingers and then reverse and press away. Bring the hands up overhead. And then we're going to take a twist over to the side. Turn your eyes, look up, hold it here, breathing. And then bring it back up, release the hands down, and now try interlacing your fingers differently from how you had them. So putting another finger in front from how you had it before, reverse it around, lift it up and over. Turn the eyes, look up and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring it back up. Release those hands, bring it down, and then just shake out your shoulders a little bit. Do some circles with your wrists in one direction. You can walk your feet in. Let's do some wrist stretches. So reach that right arm out. Bring your left hand around, pull those fingers in towards you. So you're still pressing that right arm out, but you're bringing the fingers in towards you. And then drop the fingers down towards the floor and press your other hand on top, flexing the wrist the other way. Good, and then release that side. And now bring the left hand out, flexing. Draw the fingers towards you and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Point the fingers down, and then other hand presses to flex that wrist. Good, and then release, shake everything out. Let's come down onto the mat. And you're gonna have, I want you to be in a bit of a kneeling position. You can either be like sitting back on your heels or you can be in tabletop position, but you're gonna have your hands underneath you with your fingers pointing forward. And then I want you to turn your left fingers out to 9 o'clock and your right fingers out to 3 o'clock. So your wrists are facing one another. And then we're going to do some gentle circles in one direction, just gently pressing down with your torso as you do this. And then reverse it other way. Good, and then bring it back to center. Now pick up your left hand and you're going to turn your fingers facing in and then take your right hand around. And so both fingers are facing towards one another. You can even walk your middle fingers so that they're touching one another and then spread out the rest of those fingers. And then let's do some press down circles again. It's not a very big circle that you're doing. You're kind of just taking it small because you're working the wrists here. It's not so much in the shoulders. The pressure is coming from the shoulders, but the flexing is happening at your wrist. Reverse direction, other way. Good, and then release. And let's come into a seated position. Have your legs out in front, sitting tall. Arms at your side, just wiggle side to side a little bit. And now let's bend the right leg. And you can either bring that foot into the side, the inside of your left leg, or you can bring it up into a half lotus position. Take your right hand over by your hip and just massage that hip out a little bit. And just holding this here, left foot is flexed. And then we're going to take a twist. So your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Release. Bring it back to center. Uncross that leg, shake it out. And now bend the left knee and either bring that foot to the inside of the right leg or up on top for half lotus. So both feet are flexed and your toes are spread out. Right hand to left knee and left hand behind you, twisting. Good. And then bring it back to center. Uncross those legs. You want to be sitting about in the middle of your mat. So adjust where you are to get into that spot. And then you're going to sit nice and tall, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge, and fold it forward. Grab your shins, ankles, toes, whatever you can get, and then let your nose drop down towards your knees. Breathing. Good. And then bring it back up, sitting tall. Have your feet flexed, turn your palms facing up. And then we're going to roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. Lower back, middle back, shoulders, and head coming down onto the floor. And now bring your right knee in, up those hands around that knee, bring it into your belly, and you can just rock it side to side a couple times. Good. Now pick your head up off the ground. Take your left hand and grab your right foot. And it's like you're holding a baby. You're trying to bring it in and hold that baby close to you. And your head is up off the floor. And now flexing your left foot, pick that left foot up about halfway. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Drop the left foot. Drop your head down, straighten out your right leg, and now bring the left knee in, cup your hands on that knee, and just rock side to side. Take some breaths. And then bring it back to center. Lift your head up. Grab hold of your foot with your right hand. The left hand holds the knee, and you're pulling that baby in nice and close. And then flexing your right foot. Pick that leg up off the ground. Keep it straight. And we'll hold here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Drop your right leg. Drop your head down. Straighten out your left leg. And let's bend both knees. Have your feet as wide as your mat. And then put your arms into a goalpost position. And we're going to just swish our legs over to the right and then left. Take it right and left. Take it right and left. And now drop both knees to the right and hold it there. And then you're going to pick up your right foot and place your right foot on top of your left leg. And just that little extra weight on top of the leg just drops the knee down a little bit closer to the floor. And take some breaths. And then let that right foot come back to the floor. Bring yourself back to center, knees bent, feet as wide as the mat. And then we're going to swish the legs back and forth a couple times, right and left. And then when your knees are both over to the left next, drop them down, hold it there. And now pick up your left foot and place it on top of your right leg and just let gravity do its work. Take some breaths. Good. Pick that foot up, bring it back to the mat, readjust your hips, maybe lift your hips up and then straighten out your legs. Let's slide our hands down alongside of us. And we're going to take a moment here to just get ready for Shavasana. So take some wiggles, maybe move your hips a little, shake your shoulders. I like to move my chin side to side, just doing any little movements that you need to do to feel like you're getting all the little nudgy spots out. And then let's take one last full deep breath in. Exhale, let your body release. And just begin to let go. Let your body soften. Let your breath just go back to its normal soft inhale, soft exhale. Let your eyes gently close. And then begin to observe your breath, watching the inhale and watching the exhale. As you start to walk on the way appears. On your next inhale, take in a little deeper breath. Exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel your body moving again. And then slowly, as you're ready, bring your knees in towards your chest, curling up, roll over onto your side, taking a couple breaths there. And then begin to come back up to seated position. You can let your eyes be soft or closed. Let your hands come up to your heart. Just feeling your thumbs touching your chest. Straightening your spine. Coming back into the room. Take a moment to think about your intention that you set for yourself earlier on, and think about how you'll bring that out into your day. My wish for you today is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jean.
thank
That
you.
was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hang on, let me stop the recording here.